Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm again upstairs in my office. Recently, last week Friday, today is Sunday by the way, February 2nd. Last week Friday, this past Friday the 31st, I was in the hospital for a heart catheterization procedure. They didn't find anything that they needed to do anything about, so I just came home. I was resting. Supposed to rest for a couple of days. They did go in through an artery in my wrist, so my wrist is a little sore and I have to be careful about moving it. So not playing guitar for a couple of days. And then yesterday here in Detroit, it was really icy outside and I didn't realize it. And I went outside to check the mail and slipped on a sheet of ice and fell and landed on my back and on my right shoulder. So my shoulder's really sore. My back is killing me. So it really hurts bad for me to even go up and down stairs. So any of you that have seen some of my videos before with me in my practice space, that's in the basement of my house. My office and my bedroom are both upstairs. So I'm pretty much staying up here. My wife has been bringing me up food and ice packs for my back and things like that and checking on me. So I'm just hanging out up here, but I thought it would be a good opportunity to check out my new Arturia Minilab 3. And the reason that I'm doing this video is because a guy named Brian Bowman wrote me a comment from my last video, and I showed this MIDI controller in my last video. So Brian, thank you for asking. By the way, you can go check out Brian's channel. It's at Brian Bowman. He's a great guitar player, beautiful guitar player, has some great videos out, so go check that out. And so what I'm trying to do really is figure out what I can do with the Minilab 3. Now, it did come with some software. It came with, it's called Analog Lab, which is their software. They have a bunch of sounds and things like that. It comes with like a demo version with 200 sounds. I upgraded to the Analog Lab Pro, which used to be called, I think it was called Analog Lab V, I believe. It was like $70 and gives me over 2,000 sounds. And then I did download some sound banks. They do have a great, awesome selection of a huge selection of different types of sound banks with different sounds from different artists. I downloaded some things that were interesting to me. I downloaded this sound pack that's called Ancient Mantras. It's all kind of vocal sounds. It's pretty cool. Then I downloaded the Eno Tribute sound bank, a bunch of sounds that Brian Eno uses, a couple sounds that I know are incredibly close to sounds that he used on Music for Airports. And then I downloaded the Pink Floyd Tribute sound bank, which is pretty cool. They do have some sounds like, I'll just play one sound here, hopefully you can hear it. And this is from, I think it's On the Run from Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with that with playing ambient music, but it is pretty cool. They also have they have some sound effects as well. This is the helicopter. I think this is also from Dark Side of the Moon. And that they have a bunch of other sounds in here too. The cool thing is that they do have, there's one song that I've really loved, and I'm going to talk about this in another video about Pink Floyd. But I had the original vinyl album when I was a kid, and when I was a teenager, And one of the a lot of the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon was, to me, gave me this desire to know ambient music, because a lot of their music has that ambient quality. But on their one of their other albums, I can't remember what album, it's Shine On, You Crazy Diamond. So I love that song. It's just so cool. And they do have the synth pad that is used at the opening. Now, I don't have it really set quite right for this, but I'm going to see if I can replicate it a little bit. It's probably, let's see. You probably can't hear that, but that keyboard sound at the very beginning of that song, Shine On, is really cool. And there's some awesome lead guitar in there that I love. So I've just been playing around with that now. So this is what it looks like from my view. Now, I am not doing a review of this, and I'm not doing a demo. Arturia has really good demos of the Minilab 3. They have a whole series of them that are on their Arturia YouTube channel, so you can go and check those out. But this is the MIDI 3. This is the Analog Lab Pro. I'm going to try to zoom in and see if I can show you what it looks like. So this is what the software looks like, at least from what I know about it. And I'm still experimenting with it, but you can explore different sounds. You can go to types of sounds that you want. They've got bass, pads, leads, strings, sequences, brass and wind instruments, sound effects, things like that. So you can go to like an instrument like a lead. Let's see, get a pad here. And then you can search by type. So I can search for pads, and then let's see where I can get there. So you can go to pads, and then you can have a selection here to refine your search. They have atmosphere. That's mostly what I've been looking at. Bright pads, choir, string pads, evolving pads, and classic synth pads. And you can save these. I've got a bunch of them that I saved already, some sounds that I went through. These are all in the atmosphere sound thing, but also they have some controls, so you can adjust the parameters, and those all correspond to the Minilab 3 keyboard. And all of the parameters that you can adjust on the screen, they're all synchronized to the MIDI controller here. There's 4 slider knobs. There's 8 knobs, and there's also a pitch bender and another thing, I don't know what you call this. This kind of adjusts the timbre or something like that. And there's controls that you can move the sounds around by dialing the knob. So that's what I'm doing today, folks. Just playing around with this. Now, Brian's question was, he was curious how I would use something like this with my ambient music, and this is really a crucial part, and it's been for a long time. Previously, I've used MainStage. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to use MainStage or not. I still have it on this machine, but I really like the preset sounds on Analog Lab. And I do like the fact that they've got some sound packs. They've got a lot of sound packs that are perfect for ambient music, a lot of cinematic stuff and things like that. But what I have done in the past using MainStage and my M-Audio 32-key controller is just to create some background drones, and then I play some ambient guitar over the top of it. I do sometimes do some vocals. I'll do some Sanskrit chanting of mantras to give it a little bit of vocal effect and things like that. And sometimes I do some chord changes. I am not a keyboard player. I don't know how to play keyboards. I mean, I know where the notes are on the keyboard, and I know how to play different chords, but I'm not a keyboard player. So this is my limit right here. But you know, it's very cool. I mean, if you listen to anything by Brian Eno, I mean, I love some of his stuff with just simple notes. Like if you listen to music for airports, it's just so cool. So I can create sounds like that. I can create loops. I have a looper on my, on my whole setup, so I can create loops, and I could play guitar over the top of it, or maybe do something vocally, whatever. But for right now, I'm just trying to get used to this. The other thing that I want to do is I want to try to figure out if I can integrate this into MainStage. So I just have one app open when I'm doing performances. But anyway, and then also I know there's a way I can integrate this into Logic Pro on my desktop machine. So that's what I'm doing up here. I just, I can't go up and down the stairs. It's really painful to go up and down the stairs, but I still want to be creative. I still want to keep learning things. So I can get out. My bedroom is right across the hall from my office space here. So I can just get up, kind of stumble my way over here and sit down and work on my computer, which is over here. I am working on a new piece of music just in GarageBand with some vocals behind it, some prayers and things like that. Anyway, folks, Brian, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this was helpful for everybody else. I'll be doing more about this once I get this down into my practice space. I can get down there, and I'll probably demo some things, some sounds, and you can see how I'll use those when I play ambient music. All right, folks, thank you for joining. I probably won't have a video out next week because I have to go for a colonoscopy Thursday. A lot of medical stuff going on, a lot of doctor's appointments, blood tests. I had this hard cath. I had 2 stress tests and the hard cath, and a couple blood tests that I had to go for blood draws, and 2 doctor's visits, and also a visit to ER, all in January. So I hope that's kind of behind me. I just have this colonoscopy to get past, and then hopefully I'm good and I can get really back into playing some ambient music. But this is life. Sometimes our health has to take priority, and so I'm just trying to get by the best I can. All right, folks, thank you for joining. I'll see you on the next one. Keep playing music, keep being creative, and stay strong, be safe. Blessings.